dudes and dudettes? How are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome to a video on my channel about a topic. I don't know where this video is going to end up on my main channel. This is something that I would normally do for Chazzy Plus, where I do bonus content and talk more about my personal life and this and that. And I kind of some time ago reserved this channel just for pop culture content, the kind of things that I normally do, whether it's gaming or lists or reviews and this kind of thing, right? And just talk about educational stuff. But lately there have been a few things happening that I think are obvious, like my very inconsistent upload schedules, how I'll go for like several weeks, maybe even a month without even doing anything here, whether it's a video upload or something on the community tab, right? I realize that things have been very inconsistent, and some of you guys might have already noticed it, maybe not, but like there comes a point where you can't just ignore it anymore. You have to, me being a content creator, even though I have a small audience, there comes a point where I have to sit down and explain what's going on, right? And this isn't the first time that I've done a video like this on the channel. This is I don't even know if it's gonna go into any particular playlist, but I feel like this needs to be addressed to some degree. I feel like I have to say it, even if it's just one of those videos with like no intro and barely any editing at all, right? It's like almost like a one take, let's call it a Marvel one shot. This has to be done. I have to talk about this. I have to let you guys know what's going on. So at the very least, you will understand these long stretches of absence that I keep going through. I have been struggling with a lot of issues in my personal life, outside of this channel for several months now. It's been ongoing for a long time, and the usual things that I go through with life, and a few stresses at work here and there. I have 2 jobs now, and it's not that the jobs themselves are stressful or anything. It's just that the routines, the routine that I have provided by both of them is sometimes a little stressful because I kind of overexert myself a bit, right? So like, for example, I spent a while waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning to go to the gym, get my workout in, right? Come home just to have enough time to shower up and, have lunch and then go to work. And I would spend all day at work, I would literally hop from one job straight into the other one, and I would leave another city, at like 9:30 p.m., get back to my town at like 10:30, sometimes close to 11 p.m., have enough time just to, eat dinner, a little snack, and shower and have to sleep early. So I was sleeping very, very little, and my diet wasn't really the best. I was also eating a little bit less as well. And you guys might know that I have been having this ongoing battle daily with depression, and it's been severe for a while. I do believe I mentioned it in this other video talking about Letterboxd. I kind of went into that topic there about how that app saved my life and this and that. But going into a little bit more detail, it's been something that I can't seem to shake, and I've gone through depression before. I do have this depressive state, and I have never struggled with it for so long, so consistently, for the better part of the last 6 or 7 months nonstop. I cannot seem for the life of me to break free of this darkness, this daily battle with dark thoughts, and, I can't seem to, these bad feelings inside of me. I can't seem to shake them. I can't get away from them. And it's been really putting a damper on my personal life, which is one of the reasons why I haven't had any motivation at all whatsoever to come here and do YouTube videos. And also living with my parents again and not always being alone, because when I had my own spot, like I was by myself all day, I could record videos anytime, anywhere, any way I wanted to. And here it's different because it's a shared space, And when I came to live with my folks again, because out of necessity, I thought it was going to be one way, but it turned out to be vastly different, and I am no longer enjoying it. So it's also playing a part, not having a space to call my own and nobody to really talk to about my problems. I did therapy for some time, then I stopped for reasons, and it's really been messing with me, you know, and there are days when I have thoughts of not wanting to suffer anymore, but I'm not gonna get into that because, well, mostly I don't want to share that, you know, I don't want to go into detail, but also it's going to become a topic that YouTube will probably flag the video for, but I'm pretty sure you guys can read between the lines, right? It's been difficult to want to be alive, let's say. I think that maybe the lack of a space to talk about this, you know, and put these feelings out is what makes me do this, right? Record a video talking about it, you know, even though I'm aware that not a lot of people will watch it, you know, and like it's I don't know, it's just a space for me to explain what's been going on, because I no longer have therapy, and I can talk to some friends of mine long distance, you know, who live in another state or a country, but not having somebody to actually talk to about it in person really puts a damper on things, right? Because like I said, I'm no longer doing therapy, and I did try at some point, you know, to kind of open up with certain coworkers of mine in a place where I work, but after a time I'm like, okay, I don't think it's a good idea. Let's try to separate, you know, personal life from work and stuff, you know. And I just feel like right now I'm at a point, almost like I'm at a standstill, where I feel like there's nothing even to talk about. Like, what do I even say? Like, people will always tell me the same things over and over again that they think I want to hear, you know, and that doesn't really help, right? I don't know what could help. I tried to do things, you know, even though I've been away from YouTube, I still watch videos sometimes. I've been watching a lot of movies and TV shows. I've been doing a Marvel marathon lately, right? Sometimes I try to play video games. I watch sports with my dad. I play with my dog, but nothing that used to make me feel good has the same effect anymore, right? Like I said in that Letterboxd video, I do use it a lot. I write reviews and stuff, and it does help. I love talking about movies. I can't wait to come back here and review more for you guys, you know, next year. More on that later. But once I'm done, it's like it gives me only a temporary boost of dopamine. It doesn't help as much as I think it should or I want it to, you know? And YouTube used to be such a cool thing for me to do when I lived on my own. I had a really consistent upload schedule. I had my background, my editing, my stuff, you know. I was able to I guess maybe get looser, you know, have a better personality and just have more fun and stuff and be free and carefree or whatever. But now it's different. It's almost like I have to filter myself, and I can't record in every single room of the house because, like I said, it's a shared space. I live with my parents, you know, so that also kind of, you know, affects my creativity as well, and the motivation to do things in the first place, right? I used to record videos one way, now I'm changing it up a little bit, but it still feels weird. Doesn't really feel like a real YouTube background. It just, I don't know. I have podcasts where I try to record with people, but then it's the same problem, you know, having guests over, but I can't invite them any day, any time. I have to be when I'm home alone, and then it's I can't record exactly where I want to or talk about things. I can't just invite anybody because if my parents don't approve of the person, you know, I almost feel like I'm a kid again, having to obey rules, you know, even though I pay my dues. I also, like, it's not like it's North Korea or anything. It's just, it doesn't feel like South Korea anymore. It's just weird, you know, and I haven't had the motivation, but I am going to try. I will attempt, but for me to come back to YouTube, it can't be this year anymore. I don't even know when this video is gonna be uploaded. I don't know if I can get it, like, what's today? Today is November 7th, it's a Friday. I don't know, maybe I can get it done before November's end, you know, and take December off completely to maybe work on things for next year. But I am planning, I have some good content lined up, you know, that if all goes well, if I can get ahead of myself and, you know, get everything done, maybe I can come back to YouTube next year, either in like mid to late January or possibly the beginning of February, you know, and I'm going to actually give you guys good, solid content, you know, because I debuted my second channel here, you know, while living here in this space. And this is also where my 2 podcasts were born. So it was a lot of work, and I do everything by myself, guys. It's always been just me. I'm the one who comes up with the ideas, and I do research, put together the scripts. I set everything up. I record, I edit, I upload, I do thumbnails, I do posts, right? So having 4 channels, I really underestimated how much work it would be. But if I can get myself on an actual legit schedule and you know, like schedule the uploads and other things, I think I might be able to balance things out very well. So maybe that's in the plans, right? But right now, as the title of the video says, I need a break. I badly need a break, guys. But because I wasn't explaining what was going on, it's kind of like the channel was in limbo for a while, but now it's not. Now I got this video out here explaining what's going on. So hopefully it's gonna make it a little better for you guys to understand, you know? And I'll probably share some other personal stuff over on Chazzy Plus as well, you know? But this is what I have to offer for now. This short explanation here of how life has been going. And it hasn't been going well. Honestly, I think that's it, really. That's all I wanted to say, you know? I still appreciate you guys being here, the few of you who will probably watch this video, because at this point the algorithm has done a casual little murder on me, you know, here on YouTube. You know, like Ryan George says, a casual little murder, right? The YouTube algorithm has, you know, taken me out, you know. It's like, it's been tough. Like my shorts aren't even getting that many views, you know, but I'm still gonna try, guys. I'm still gonna see what I can do, you know. But if you're still here, stick around for just a little bit longer. I promise that soon, before you know it, I'll be back, you know. I've been considering repurposing some old shorts, some old videos into shorts, just to keep the flow of things here, so you guys can get something new every day, or even every week, you know, every week or even every day, I don't know. Going back and doing shorts that I should have done but didn't, you know. I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna see what I can put together for y'all. So maybe there's that. Maybe I'll go back and do a few shorts here, but maybe not. Maybe it's only next year. But I will definitely, maybe I'll do just some community posts. I don't know. Maybe I'll work more on Chazzy Plus to talk about myself with vlogs and things. But on the main channel, it's very likely that you guys will only see me again in January or February. So, but try to understand, if you actually enjoy my content and you want more, at least try to understand that this is really for my mental health more than anything else. You know, I really need this space to try to, let's say, find myself as a person, and also see who I will be as a content creator moving forward, right? Like if my content will stay the same, if I'm gonna do something different, if I'm gonna keep going or not, right? But I promise I will think about it. You know, it's not like I'm gonna abandon YouTube forever. I have to think about how things are gonna be moving forward before I make a decision to, you know, return. You know I do this a lot. Every now and again I disappear, but when I come back next year, guys, and I know I will at some point, when I come back, it's gonna be much better than before. It's gonna be very different, you know, and I'm going to go back to entertaining you guys and hopefully grow and go back to square one. The main objective was always to make money. Well, yes, but at the same time, it's more of a hobby. I do it because I really love YouTube. But let's see what happens, huh? Let's see where things go from here. I'm excited in a way for this next chapter because I have a good feeling about it. I just gotta get out of this slump first, this depression of mine that just, I gotta break free from it, you know, these chains that are holding me down. But if you guys happen to enjoy this video, even though it was kind of sappy and serious, please go ahead and give it a like, and also subscribe to my channel, because I release videos every single, I don't even know anymore. At some point in every year I release a video now, right? And hit the notification bell too, so you can know exactly what time I upload and what time I come back to the main channel. My other channels as well, subscribe to those. You got Chazzy Plus for bonus content, Chazzy Cast for podcast, Chazzy Cast PR for Portuguese podcast. Let's try to make something happen here, right? Oh, and the lighting is going away just in time for me to finish and go grab a bite. I'm hungry. So guys, this is it for now. This is Chazzy signing out for the time being, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that is. Thanks again for all your support. God bless you all, and roll the outro screen.